name is Scotty, and today we're gonna test some new high-end and luxury makeup. And I also have a makeup look in mind. I want to do a holiday inspired makeup look. So I imagine like a very flawless complexion. I'm not gonna emphasize too much on the eye look, but a very bold red lip. But maybe I'm gonna do it with his, because the lip color that I'm gonna wear in this video, I'm not sure if it's that holiday red kind of color. This video is actually inspired by Hannah Louise Poston. She's a YouTuber and she recently posted a video about a holiday makeup look with no eye makeup at all. And I feel like, wow, like I really want to try that. So what my face will look like with like cheek colors, lip colors, everything is a bit bold, but without any eye makeup at all, because eye makeup is everything to me. I love a good eye look and I love my eyeshadow palette. But in the spirit of the holiday, because later today I'm gonna go to my partner's parents' house, and we're going to decorate the Christmas tree at that place. So very excited. This is kind of the first holiday experience that I've ever had, let alone decorating a Christmas tree with his family, which is a very like warming and welcoming tradition for me to join. Like if I meet everyone on the Christmas day, that's my first Christmas experience, I would feel a little bit overwhelming, but I think I want to bring like a positive energy to this kind of event with them, because I appreciate them so much. They take me in and I am thankful to be a part of their family right now. I do want to be a little bit put together, like I do want to wear a little bit of makeup, but yeah, not necessarily like full eye makeup. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see how this makeup look goes. Let's start with a concealer. This concealer is new to me. This is the Dior Backstage Flash Perfector concealer. I have it in the shade 1W. This is what the concealer looks like. I tried it once, and first experience with this one is that this is a natural to matte finish concealer, and it dries fairly quickly, so it definitely requires you to work with it at different stages. So once you have the concealer dots in the sun areas on your face, you have to like try to work it out as quickly as possible, and then you moved on to the next area. I don't have any beef with that. I genuinely really enjoy the finish of this concealer, although it still dries out pretty quickly. Like you said, I dot this not so long ago, and now I really have to like blend it out because the perimeter of the dot is already dried. So I feel like the texture is very thin, which is contradictory to the fast drying property of it. I started to wonder why, but it thins out very, very nice. Like the coverage is light to medium. I wouldn't say it's anything that's higher than a medium. I'm not sure how it's gonna build up. Maybe for this video I'm gonna apply a little bit more just to see what is the extreme end of the coverage that we can get. Maybe a little bit here and a little bit here. And I will add a little bit more here, a little bit here, and a bit down here. Even with the second layers, I feel like, yeah, it's definitely a light to medium concealer in terms of coverage. So I don't think I could add more coverage by keep adding more concealer in this way. I think this is the maximum coverage that you can get out of it already. But the finish is really, really nice. It's like right up my alley. Not too matte, not too glowy. I don't like a glowy, glossy type of concealer at all. So this is, in the second try, I assume is the Goldilocks kind of a finish to me. I just wished it a little bit emollients. I'm not sure if there's any alcohol in it that makes it dry out very quickly. I just wish it dries out very quickly. But with a damp sponge, I can easily blend it out because of the moisture in the sponge. I think it would work better with a damp sponge like this. I don't have any good brush for concealers. That's why I don't use brush for my concealer at all. I feel like most of them gives myself a very streaky look when I try to blend the concealer out. That's why I only use a damp sponge. And I could imagine a brush would be pretty challenging to work with when it comes to these formulations, because you keep like dragging your brush down. Even when you tap it, you drag it, and the batch is already dry, and with the brush you don't have any additional moisture that would make the whole thing like a mess, I could imagine. But if you have a really good quality brush, depending on the type of fiber, is it natural or synthetic, and how dense the brush is, I think you can make it work. But to me, I would stick with a damp sponge. Not like I have any idea to use a brush with this. So I'm gonna read a description of this concealer on the brand's website, and yeah, and then I will give you my thoughts in comparison to this description. So it's this new step in the Dior Backstage Flawless Complexion Routine. The Face and Body Flash Perfector Concealer is the first high-covered Dior concealer for the face and body, with a sensorial formula that blends seamlessly with the skin without creasing, for a radiant and natural finish with waterproof wear. Enriched with caffeine, it provides an immediate fresh, revitalizing effect to the eye contour area. So it claims to be a full coverage concealer. I couldn't test it out because I never use the amount of concealer that is worth to be tested as a full coverage concealer. You know what I mean? You can tell by the way that I apply concealers that in general I don't want to draw like a line or like a triangle. Do you remember that triangle? So to say that this is a high coverage concealer to me is a little bit undeterministic, because I'm not the person who can actually test it. So yes, I would say there's a possibility that this concealer is full coverage and I don't really know it. And a reminder to me that when I read the descriptions, this concealer is from the Face and Body Backstage collection. So do you remember the Face and Body kind of skin tint is lower coverage, and everything from the Backstage collections seems to be a little bit, I guess, like thinner and like sheerer in terms of coverage. Everything is a bit more subtle compared to the Men Light. Also a little bit more affordable, I assume. So this high coverage, also fresh and revitalizing. I guess it's very intriguing to like read it and then get back to the thought of what this concealer, how it lives up to these descriptions. But so far I feel like this is a very natural to me matte kind of finish. Like the last time I used it, I didn't have to set my under eye at all. And I'm 100% a powder girl. Like I want to powder my face because I have oily skin. So every time I do my makeup, I apply the concealer and powder it right away because that's how much I need it. But like the last time, this time I want to leave it like this. Like I don't want to powder it just to see how much it wears. Because the last time after I applied the concealer, I feel like it looks very good. It looks like it's already set. I don't see any creasing at all. I don't see any like residual moisture that make the concealer move, and then that's a sign that you know you need to set it with the powder. I don't see any phenomenon like that. That's why I feel like this concealer might be a renovation to my collections, that it's self-setting. But I will test that out more to see like how real it is, or it's just like something in my mind that I feel like, oh, it's matte finish, but I don't need to set it. Is it really self-setting? I will test it out more. Like I said, we're gonna test out a few more high-end and luxury makeup. So I think I'm gonna use this Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting pencils. It's not new, like I have this one for a while. It's very micro, and the color is not my color. It's in the shade Soft Brunette. Definitely not my shade, and definitely way too light for my hair, but it's workable. Like it definitely has some color that fills in my uneven eyebrows. That's why I keep it, because I can definitely find some use out of it. And I don't like micro eye pencil at all to fill in, to like create hair strokes at all, because I don't think I need it. I have hairs and I don't feel insecure about the gaps on my eyebrows enough to really find a way to create like actual hair strokes on it with a brow pencil or like a brow gel or any brow markers. So I think the way that I do my brow is very simplistic and very straightforward, that I just want to color it, like use it as a coloring pencil. That might not be the case for some people, because I just learned this morning that a lot of people, they have like instant insecurity about the eyebrow and they feel like they don't have any eyebrow at all. But I do have to say, we live in the social media era, so some of the things that we feel extremely insecure about our bodies might not exist. Like we have created so many unrealistic problems to the point that it's just unrealistic to fathom whether the problem isn't real. It's always a complicated question. It's always a complicated situations to know whether our problems even real. So take it with a grain of salt. Everything that you see and hear on social media, rationally, is it really a problem to your life? The next product is a Bento Trio Sculpting Facial Effulger. I've just tried to read the name of it in French. Jeez, no, it's the Kaja Bento Blendable Sculpting Trio. Oh my god, I tried to speak French, which is a disaster. I have it in the shade number 2, Cloud Latte. This is a bronzer, blush, and highlighter trio. This is the blush. It's called Coral Crumbs. It's like a corally pink. I see more pink than coral. This is the highlighter. It's in Gold Drip, and the bronzer. This is a cream bronzer, which is interesting. They have a powder highlighter and a powder blush, but a cream bronzer in the shade More Macchiato. I'm gonna use the cream bronzer today, which is a very risky move that I don't wear any powder. I don't think I'm gonna set it. Maybe I'm gonna set it a little bit with a powder bronzer, I don't know. But mainly I will use this bronzer. This is a powder blush, powder highlighter, and cream bronzer with a creamy and blendable texture housed in a pocket-sized palette stack. These pocket-sized stacks of blush, highlighter, and bronzer trios apply like butter, blend effortlessly into a cream to powder finish. They are infused with mango seed butter to help the formula blend seamlessly while moisturizing the skin. Sounds very nice. Everything moisturizing to the skin, I approve. But we have to see if it's actually moisturizing or it suck out the moisture from your skin, because sometimes that's the two sides of the equation. Anyway, let's dip in the bronzer. Actually, I want to see the color. Ooh, it's not a, well, let's say it's a cream to powder. I feel like it's kind of emollient. Definitely has an oil-based feeling. Maybe this much is too much, because usually if it's a cream to powder finish, the formulation is actually a little bit dry, a little bit more like a powder, so you won't be able to pick up too much from the paint. Yes, it's very emollient. That's why I picked up a lot of product with those tabs. So it's actually not that powdery as much as I thought, but it's okay. It could be creamy. Or maybe cream to powder is a description of the powder, highlighter, and blush. But that would be powder to cream, or like creamy powder. I'm a bit confused, like, because I read it and it's like cream to powder. So I thought, oh, this is more like maybe my RMS bronzer. It's a 3-dimension Hydra bronzer. It's in the powder form, but it might be a little bit gel-like, so it has some cream quality in it. But this one, I will work it to my skin and see if it dries down to a powder finish. With the highlights, I would appreciate something that's a little bit, I already used the word self-setting, like not moving around, not melting, doesn't look too glossy. Okay, it's not too bad. It's definitely dries out a little bit, but so far it still looks pretty creamy. It still looks like a cream product. Okay. This is a warm tone bronzer. I didn't expect it to be more cool tone than this, but I would prefer something that has a rosy pink undertone at the moment, but it's okay. I could wear a pink blush to counteract this warmth. In fact, I would definitely wear a pink blush. Yeah, it's not bad. It's I would need some more time to really think about this finish. Like, is it my absolute favorite? Do I actually want like a pure cream blush, or do I want a cream to powder, or I actually want a powder, not blush, did I say blush? Bronzer? Would I prefer a cream bronzer, a cream to powder bronzer, or a powder bronzer with creamy gel-like kind of finish? I got myself really confused there. But it's definitely not bad. Definitely my kind of shade for a bronzer. I don't want it to move around, so I'm gonna apply a little bit of these RMS bronzer to set the finish. I really like this bronzer. It's like, this is the product. It's a high-end product. I got it for Australian dollars. I got it full price, and I love every single moment of it, and I think it's worth every single penny. It's just the kind of bronzer that you know you can finish. It's a powder. I hit pan on powder bronzers before, so I definitely can see myself use this up and replace the pan. It's actually a removable pan, so it's just the idea of it, thinking about it is so satisfactory. Coming up is this blush, a very expensive blush. This could be the most expensive blush in my collection. Yes, definitely. The most expensive used to be the Perfector Duo, but I think this one, for the amount of product, it's definitely way more expensive. This is the Luminous Silk Glow Blush from Giorgio Armani. I got the shade 52 Ecstasy. This is the color. It's a hot pink, but it's more on the fuchsia kind of plasticky Barbie kind of pink. It's not the bubblegum kind of pink. So it's definitely have a lot of base in it, so it's pigmented. I'd say it's quite pigmented. So it's a face makeup essential designed to enhance your natural radiance, experience the transformative power of this luxurious blush that adds a luminous touch to your complexion. The unique formula glides smoothly on the skin, imparting a seamless lit from within glow, whether you're aiming for a subtle blush or a more pronounced pop of color. Lit from within. It doesn't have any obvious shimmer in it, but I feel like it adds a little bit of a glow, just like the descriptions, which is very unique. Yes, definitely has a little bit of a glow without any visible shimmers, which is quite intriguing. So the glow is actually from the fine material underneath the base or something that we cannot see with our eyes. I'm not sure if this is a holiday look anymore. Like I don't know, based on the video that I watched from Hannah Louise Poston, she definitely has a very pale complexion, so the complexion products that she uses is always more on the lighter side. And I'm a very different person. Like I try to use more pigmented products, so I always try to find shades of blush that's way darker than the ones that are designed for my skin tone. I'll add a little bit of highlighter. I'm running out of time, so maybe let's skip the rambling part and just focus on the makeup. This is the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter. I have the shade Kitten. Okay, it's like gold, rose gold kind of color like this, and I try it. It's new to me, but I tried it once already, and I feel like very blinding, giving me holiday vibes instantly. And lastly, this is the Burberry Kisses Hydrating color. I got the shade Oxblood, number 97, Oxblood. It's a beautiful component like this, and it's magnetic. And this is the color, like I said, it's not the cool tone red, like a blue tone classic red lip color of the holiday, but I'll see. Okay, it's definitely more pigmented. When I say hydrating lip color, I would assume it has more of a balmy kind of texture. It's definitely thin and sheer and hydrating, but it has a lot of color. Okay, it has a lot of plummy purple undertone. I would expect that because this is actually the color that I really enjoy. So this is not really a holiday kind of look, not like what I try to approach when I see the inspirational video from Hannah, but it's okay. This is the makeup look that I would want to wear either way. I really like this color. Like, this is bold, but still subtle in a way, and I like the blush situation. There's a lot of blush going on and I like it. So that's it. Like, when I look at the time, I know that we have to cut off the ending a little bit, but I still enjoy sitting down and play with a bunch of makeup and then feel stressed about running out of time. That's okay. Once again, I'm Claudia, and hopefully we see each other again. Bye.